noodles, egg roll filling, and roasted chicken leftovers, and Alfredo sauce juice. I'm going to carry this knife today because I really am impressed with what this 3CR13 did. So, let's see what it does just regularly. What? I just had an idea while I was driving, so I started this at about 11:15. What I'm going to do on my days off is take a knife, and since I'm not going to be at my desk cutting, I will spend the day deploying it and carrying it and seeing how well the clip stands up to the day, and the blade play if there's any that develops and stuff. So just something to do since I'm not really using this knife a lot. And any task I need, of course, I'll have this knife. But so I'm gonna start doing that on my days off. I'm probably gonna paint this matte black also, the scales. I think that'll look cool. So I'm not going to keep track of how many flips or how many times I take it in and out of pocket, but at the end of the day I'll have a better idea of how this knife does. In my previous vlog, I think it was my previous one, I already forgot, but I've already tested it for 8 hours in cutting. So picked up, I have to remember this thing doesn't immediately record. I went and picked up another one of these Boondock Saint knives at vintage stock. $13 knife. I haven't tested it yet. I'll be testing the first one Tuesday. This one does have a little bit of blade play, so I'll mess around with the pivot here, see if I can tighten it. Very, very, very slight up and down, and nothing compared to SOG knives or some of them, but it's centered, and well, the other one's centered too, but it has a little bit of side to side, so we'll see if that fixes it. So also I'll be checking out how that feels going in and out of the pocket. As you can see, the screws stick out a bit. Not too bad though, I've seen worse. So far no problems. I want to see if they have any pocket knives. Well, all they had was one old timer and some Smith & Wessons, but nothing super cool in my opinion. This Dollar Tree had chocolate chip cookie dough and pizzas, so now we're gonna cook it on the dashboards because it's hot outside. Okay, still doing good. Still flipping. Now the very first flip of the day today I noticed, and actually when I first got the knife, it did not deploy fully, but ever since that first flip, each day, it flips out. So I don't know what's going on with that mechanism. It was kind of sluggish, but anyway, it's flipping out, so still locked up good, and yeah, clip is not loosened up. Dang it, I forgot to show the time. There. Sometimes I forget that I have a pocket knife on me, so I cut the tops off to make it cook better. So AutoZone fared a bit better. They had Smith & Wesson's, MNP, Oldtimer, and a Schrade. But they had a different variety, and I know Smith & Wesson has been getting a lot of bad talk in the knife community on YouTube, but I'm going to give a couple of these a try. They, like this one, ACR13 MOV G10, so they didn't look too bad. This one's probably the worst looking one that I thought of the ones that I bought, but it also has HCR, and HCR has proven to me that it's a reliable EDC steel. And this is finger flipper, G10 scales, HCR. One of these has bearings. Yeah, this one has bearings. So yeah, I'll give them a shot. We'll see. We'll see if things have changed. You know, that's the thing about businesses. If they're not innovating and improving, Chinese made or what, nobody's going to buy them. So, you know, you're going to see, hopefully, things change if they want to stay relevant. So that was pretty good. Okay, so there is some of the paint or coating wearing off on the thumb stud, which is understandable, I guess, since I'm opening and closing it. What I don't understand, though, is it's doing the same thing on the other side, which I can only attribute to putting in and out of the back pocket. But the clip is not showing any paint coming off, so there you go. We're going to add pool noodles to the cutting. I can smell them cooking. Okay, picked up some more materials for the cutting. Got some cheap dog biscuits to cut up to simulate food, straws, mop heads, and the pool noodles. That's cool.
So help us say thanks. It's powered by FNBO.
So now I can spidey flick it. It was kind of hard to spidey flick initially. So the blade play, I don't know if it got worse. Maybe it did. It's really not bad. I say that, but it was rock solid to barely noticeable to noticeable, but still usable, if that makes sense. And what I've been doing all day, which I plan to do in like the part 2s of these EDC testing videos, is just, you know, as I drive around, flick open the knife, fit the knife in my pocket when I get out of the car, take it out when I get in the car, and you know, just to see if the clip gets loose.
Round ones?
True. Nothing has really changed since my last update. well, I'd say this knife did a good job. The blade play has not gotten worse, and it's still locked up, and it still deploys really well. The clip, when I third finger flick it, I can feel it, but if you just normally open it, no issues. So yeah, $12.99 I think I paid, maybe $15, I don't remember anymore. 3CR13 MOV. Okay, so this biofreeze works good for my neuropathy on my feet, but I picked up these other sprays, and I like the sprays because they're easier to apply. And I want to see how they do on the neuropathy and the sciatic nerve. This one doesn't do too hot on the sciatic nerve.